strict prohibition of political dynasties in the Philippines. The only way to end political dynasties is to change the Constitution. Former Chief Justice Renato S. Puno led the launch of Bagong Sistema, Bagong Pag-asa, a new movement seeking to change the country's political system by revising the 1987 Charter. Puno is leading the movement to press the President and Congress to call for a constitutional convention to propose changes to the Constitution. The elimination of political dynasties is one good reason for changing the 1987 Constitution. The only way to eliminate political dynasties is through the Constitution by providing a self-executing provision that does not need any implementing law from Congress. Nearly 30 years after the 1987 Constitution took effect, which prohibits political dynasties in accordance with law, Congress has yet to pass any law to give flesh to constitutional provision. Puno described political dynasties as the modern resurrections of the discredited monarchs. Kings and queens of the medieval times believed that political power comes from bloodline and not from the ballot boxes. We will never attain full democracy until we eliminate these political dynasties. For in a true democracy, political power cannot be monopoly of a few but should be in the hands of the many. Puno had earlier called for revision of the Constitution as the alternative to the proposed Bangsamoro Basic Law now pending in Congress. We've seen it, we are seeking it, and we will continue to see it. The parade of lawmakers passing on their key to mantle of power and governance. Senators, congressmen, and mayors turning over the reign to their wives, sons, daughters, sons-in-law, daughters-in-law, brothers-in-law, grandsons, and distant relatives. We've seen clans enjoying the monopoly of rulership and impunity as if it is their birthright, as if only their bloodlines are worthy and capable of ruling over their kingdoms. Some people would call the practice sheer greed. Some ask why government executives are not allowed to practice nepotism, but why are legislations, national and local, allowed to practice it? The others who do not have political advantage in the sense that they have no control of government facilities will be denied the right to run for public office. Younger ones, perhaps more intelligent ones, the poorer ones can no longer climb the political ladder because of political dynasty. The Constitution states that political dynasties should be eliminated. It leaves with Congress, however, the power to decline what constitutes such dynasties. So questions that legislators have to struggle with is up to what degree of relationships should be allowed to run at the same time. Should the legislator finish the terms first before he anoints his son or wife or another relative to run for office? For sure, there are brothers and sisters and cousins in the 5th Congress, and some of them are unquestionably intelligent, serious lawmakers. But can they wait for their king to serve out this term before running? But whether for the same post or local post? But for former Senator Ramon Magsaysay Jr., who is running for re-election in 2013, re-election in 2013, the issue of political dynasties is more moral than legal. He told the Philippine Star editors and reporters that incumbent political family leaders should act as the moral compass for their relatives and even children to avoid dynasties.